We have Dumbo, right now we have Dumbo versus Jake in a 1v1, two players from OCE. Dumbo from the western half, so that is why he is on higher ping, and Jake from the eastern half. Jake, also known as wannabe Jibs right now, because he wants to be exactly like Jibs. He is the new Giblets of OCE. He is from Alpha Sydney, currently the number 2 team in OCE, and I actually have Noseman for Dumbo, but Dumbo, he is a top 1s player, but from Sandcastle, the number 4 team. So while they are both on top 3v3 teams, they're also both 2 of the top 1v1 players. Last time they played, I think Dumbo, and this was a long time ago, Dumbo beat out Jake, so it's going to be interesting to see how they go up against each other in the head-to-head. As Jake looking to get something over Dumbo. He's got the early lead and trying to take it through. Dumbo stealing the boost, but Jake already had some. So that's a huge mistake by Dumbo. He thought that he had no boost. Jake couldn't quite get the bump. He needed to get ahead of Dumbo to really change the direction. It's not until you're forward of their car that you can really influence their direction. It's whoever is in front of the other, but they were about side to side. And now Dumbo gets the quick counter-attack goal. Watch this for to qualify for your stream. Is Mini K? Thought that was a new thing. I'm not sure what you're talking about. Oh, big invitational tournament to qualify for my stream. Maybe. I was going to do a big invitational qualifier to qualify for some big OCE stuff. So the way I was going to do OCE versus the World formal tournament was just basically a big OCE tournament where probably 2s, where the winners go on to also verse a big team, a big 2s team from each other region to have a chance of winning even more prize money. Because I'm really interested in 2s, I really like 2s. And there's no really big ones, and it'll also be a good way of getting content for my stream. But I really do like the idea of a 1s OCE versus Japan as well, or OCE versus Asia. Have to figure out the details. But for now, we've got this game, and both teams are tied up. I see both players, Dumbo and Jake. Jake just sort of faking, I guess, that he was disconnected. As he gets that pop over Dumbo, Dumbo's way too far away from this one. And a bit of an overcommitment there. Didn't realize that Jake was going to get a pop around him. Really, not sure why Dumbo was even going for that one in the first place. It was very optimistic of him, at least, to go for it as he slows this one down. He is running the Takumi at the moment. Goes for a little bit of an air dribble. It almost goes in. He has very little boost. Jake has a lot. And he ended up avoiding the pads altogether. Only grabbing that one at the last moment. Jake's usually really comfortable when he knows that his opponent has little boost, but too comfortable there. Let Dumbo run away with this one and even get that boost to finish that one off. Jibs getting again, Jake I should say, getting again the best of the kickoffs as ends up going the way of Dumbo in the end, but Dumbo not much boost. He's got that corner boost now. And we've just seen this once again. Somebody getting caught on this back wall. I don't know why they're doing this, especially in 1s. Getting caught on that back wall. Unable to make any kind of defense from there. And Jake just popped it into the net. Easy as 1, 2, 3. And that is number 3 on the board for him. As Jake has the open net. Can he hit it? He manages to just get it there. And Dumbo couldn't react in time. And bringing out the close ones. But 4-2 in the lead for Jake the Jibs so far. Kick off this time going the way of Dumbo. Jake's backs off and not backs up, but doesn't back off far enough. As Dumbo just throws this one on net. It's usually Dumbo's strength, just great at getting a big shot on net, even from the other end of the pitch. And put a lot of pressure on that. What a kickoff by Jake. It actually threw off Dumbo completely, who thought that he could just stay still and win it out. Does end up having all the boost, but Jake stayed close. He didn't have much boost, but didn't matter. He stayed close, knew that Dumbo might get a bad touch, and chased up on him all the way. Threes allow some more aggressive plays. Yes, I think twos does allow for quite aggressive plays as well, depending on your play style. But yeah, I like twos for the ones and threes plays. Dumbo here has the opportunity, gets a nice shot on, but Jake puts it high. Dumbo should be able to finish that one off as Jake didn't keep tabs of where Dumbo was specifically. He gets beaten out and kind of just let that one in. It was hard after that first touch that he took high up to the backboard. Good touch there by Jake, but he has 0 boost left here. He's going to try and get this away and get the boost, which he does manage to do. In that situation, Jake would have gone for the boost steal, Dumbo instead going for the ball. And pressure is on, 50-50 in the midfield. Jake is pretty comfortable here, he's in the lead, so he's not taking any risks. He doesn't want any goals scored against him. As he takes that one slow, Dumbo again almost getting onto that back wall. As Dumbo just opts to get for the ball. Faked that he was going for that boost. Caught Jake off guard, but Jake is going to keep possession, keep running down this clock. 50 seconds left on the board as he carries this into the corner. And again, just backs off. Dumbo's hitting this ball just a little bit too far away from himself, but he has the breakaway. Just needs to put a slammer on net, but Jake was there in time. Dumbo didn't get enough power, as we've seen, and now Dumbo is doing what we've seen with Dude with the Nose, is that he is rushing a little bit, trying to make some plays. There's 20 seconds left. He needs a goal. Flicks it past Jake. He gets the demo. This should be it. Goal number 5. The tie up here for Dumbo. Trying to bring this one back. What a demo as well. We've seen a few of them coming out from Dumbo. Seems that he favours those ones. And it was just keeping a cool head was enough here. Jake has the shot on. Dumbo can't get to it. Just gave Jake a little bit too much room, but wasn't far enough away at the same time to make the save. So there's one goal here. If he can tie this one up, Dumbo has the opportunity to do so. There's 5 seconds left. He just needs to get this kick off. Pops it high behind Jake as well, but Jake puts it on the ground and takes out game number 1. We'll update that as well so that everyone knows that Jake is in the lead, looking to try and get his second key of the day. We've got a Be Right Back happening, and it's a good opportunity for me to get a drink as well. So we'll see when Jake comes back. Best of 3 or best of 5. Rumble 4s all the way. Exactly. That is the number 1 game mode. And see if we can get more 4v4 rumbles in here. While this break's happening, feel free to give us a follow. I'll be doing this again next week, but it'll be far more organized. So next week we'll be doing analysis of the grand finals of RLCS. So there'll be 2 series there to analyze. And then we will be doing OCE versus the world afterwards of OCE versus NA for another hour and a half. So about 3 hours total. Whenever I stream, I'm trying to keep it to about 3 hours because I am limited to the number of hours I can stream. But we are back into the game. Jake is back and already taking it straight to Dumbo. He gets that demo. He should have the open net. He's got plenty of time here. Dumbo spawns on the left and manages to get it. Jake was not prepared for that one. Dumbo also can't get the counter-attack goal as he didn't have the boost. He used all of it just to get back to net. But just getting that save in the first place is really important as Dumbo gets that 50-50. He's got this one, getting the first goal. Jake's not going to be too happy with himself at all either. So the runaway here, and now Dumbo trying to take back control of this series. I actually didn't see as well in the middle of that talking whether they said it was best of 3 or best of 5. By default we will go best of 5 though. as Jake gets the better of him there. Dumbo! Jake was so good at just covering off that. He knew that Dumbo, there's only one way he could touch the ball. And most importantly, Jake would get the shot on, even if Dumbo didn't touch it. And that's important. If Dumbo faked that one out, Jake would still have that in. He's very good at that, making sure, especially when a fake is coming in, that he always gets a touch on the ball. Challenges as well. And Dumbo just getting the kickoff there. He just got further around the ball than Jake, just got further behind it. Once again, doing the same. Getting a lot of pressure on these kickoffs, but Jake, as he backs off, gets control of the ball. We will see a flick here. No, he just goes to the fake, but doesn't land underneath the ballers there. Again, Dumbo came off the corner, almost screwed himself up. But not this time, as he is going to carry this forward. Looking to try and get something on the net. Opts to go for the corner. Tried to get the boost away. Jake has all the boost. Dumbo, about 50% now. Still enough to try and put a shot on, but is missing some of those small pads. Jake is using the small pads so much better than Dumbo right now. And with that lack of boost, I don't even know if Dumbo had any at the end there. Ends up getting beaten out just by that little bit of a flick. It wasn't even the most fantastic of flicks, but it was enough. Dumbo opting to go for the boost here. Jake is going to beat him out, and the fake jump was just not up to par. He tried to jump, and he was just so far away from the ball. This was never faking out Jake, because regardless of what happened, Jake jumping up for that, he's always going to beat out Dumbo. So all it did was cause Jake to rush that shot forward and beat him out in the end. Jake has the lead once again. Dumbo not getting control of that ball at all. Neither going for the bounce dribble or putting it up for a flick at any point. Yummy, I think it's about time to change your About Me description. I don't know what it is in there, but yeah, it's been a while. As Dumbo looking to try and carry that past Jake, but not getting the right touch. We'll quickly see what we've got in the About Me going on there. Actually, I can't because that turns off the sound. As Jake puts that one in. I wonder is there should be a ability here to have sound on while I'm not specifically in it. Doesn't seem to be there, so I'll have to find it. It's probably a Steam sound settings anyway. But Jake is carrying away, running away with the series, running away with this game. It is halfway through, so there's plenty of time for Dumbo to make this comeback as he puts a really nice shot over the top of Jake and starts that comeback precisely as we were saying. Getting a little bit caught out. Jake didn't expect Dumbo to be up for that one, and by the time he knew, it was too late for him to get up and challenge it. One goal is the difference. Both players backing off on that one until Jake tries to go for that backwards challenge. Dumbo has plenty of time on this one. Make sure he looks behind himself and gets away with it. So Dumbo has tied up this game, and it's another close one. We saw a close game last one. Let's see if we end up with a close one this time. But Jake does have the lead in series. As Dumbo here, carrying away with the ball. He actually had ball cam on for that dribble, which was interesting to say the least. As he gets the beat out from Jake, using up a lot of his boost and goes for the demo. Does manage to get it in the end. He was just stuck on him that entire time and was enough to eventually get the demo. And actually the flick, which will take it close to the net. Dumbo, can he finish it off? No, he got far too close. He thought that was going to bounce back into the center. Ends up bouncing away from the wall and gets caught out. Jake carries that over the top, but Dumbo, he had a bit more momentum and carried it through. And now we've got a bit of a midfield situation. Dumbo has the carry, looking to take this over the top of Jake. Great little flick by him, and we see the advantage of these bounce dribbles that Dumbo is getting. Just keeping it bouncing, and at any moment he can get the flick going on. He gets it there, takes it over the top of Jake, who is shadowing just a little bit too close to be able to do anything. Once you are that close, you need to make that 50-50 happen. Didn't happen this time, and right now, Jake and Dumbo. Jake is again flopped it. He's not going to be happy. He's starting to get maybe a little bit tilted as he's making a lot of missed touches here, just rushing the ball a little bit too much. And ends up getting taken out of the game. So Dumbo now going from 2 goals behind to 2 goals up. He's got 4 goals in a row. And he might just make this number 5. Dumbo actually sees that he has plenty of time. He's just going to slowly pop that into the net. Taking the lead here, 7-4. And it's going to be very difficult for Jake to come back at the end of this game. And kickoff going the way of Dumbo. Looking to carry this through, but he only needs to waste time here. 40 seconds left, and they're looking to tie up the series. As Jake puts a shot on, it's just a little bit high. Dumbo only noticing at the last second. But his intuition carries out for now, and that should be Dumbo taking out this match with 30 seconds left to go. Unless Jake can get a few kickoff goals, it will be quite difficult. Jake carrying it away. Dumbo gets the challenge. And there's now 15 seconds. Dumbo just going to waste all this time, but the challenge / demo coming out from Jake did force something. He's given up though. Knows that he can't win this one out and is just going to go for a bump. So Dumbo taking out this one. We will update the team name as we are here as well. So just quickly grab this. Dumbo is now on 1. Did you say... Oh, you're still live. Yeah, just got home. Doing private 3s in a second. Well, good luck with that, with the new team, I'm guessing. 5. Okay, we'll do 5. And we will update the team name to have Dumbo the elephant. It's not there. We'll just have Dumbo there. So we're going to go into game number 3, best of 5. And we'll see who the best in OCE is. Tomin is in the finals. Okay. So, quick start off to game number 3. Jibs here, wannabe Jibs, aka Jake the Tyrant. Attempting to get that first goal on. He's got the first shot on the board, but Dumbo had an easy save. He's carrying this forward. Jake actually following this one. He should get underneath this ball and behind it as Dumbo comes in for the challenge. Carrying this across to the side. Jake has possession now as Dumbo. He wanted to get that boost, but he saw the immediate shot on by Jake. Jake is now carrying away the boost. Dumbo doesn't have a whole lot here. He's used up all his boost there at that final moment. He's only got this 12er, but he is going to still aggress. He gets that 100 boost. Really important for Dumbo to be able to get that one through. And now he's in a fine position to defend this. Gets the ghost touch and even says close one. Not sure what he was going. He was probably going for a really fine touch and end up missing it instead. And Jibs is actually going to make him watch this one out. Classic work by Jake to try and make him get tilted. I'll just turn down the volume now on the game a little bit too. So Dumbo should have had the kickoff goal there. Just goes a little bit wide. Jake now has the boost. He gets demoed. This should be a quick turnaround. Dumbo needs to get this on quickly as Jake has spawned. And he has got both the ball and perfect timing on the boost respawning as well. Dumbo, I was worried he might put that into his own net. Instead goes high. Oh, and Jake, a little bit lucky on that one. Calculated coming out from him as he hit the backboard and then got the follow-up touch as it bounced low. 2-0 over to Jake, but we've seen him in a commanding lead at the start of a match last time as well. Dumbo going for the demo once again. Not really paying off, but he does keep the ball. Jake has the open net. He just needs to slam this one on. Doesn't get the slammer that he wanted. Now Dumbo has the counter-attack. He's going to try and take this slow. Gets a big shot. Jake has the save. He's happy because he is on 28 ping. You see again, Dumbo looking for that demolition, but by doing so he's used up all his boost. Disconnect symbol coming out, I think that's from me. Or is it the server? It looks entirely me. I'll quickly check. No frame drops coming out, so not sure exactly what happened. Hopefully it's not affecting the players as well, as Dumbo gets his first goal on the board. Not the best challenge from Jake. Could have been far better. Dumbo goes to the fast kickoff in ones, and it works out for him, mostly because Jake was not expecting it. But Dumbo and Lucarish from Sandcastle both do a lot of fast kickoffs, so they're well practiced in it. Good touch by Jake off the backboard. He has the open net opportunity. Doesn't get the touch that he wants, but it's soft enough to stick with it. As he goes for the pop there. Dumbo doesn't have much boost. He has enough to deal with that low shot, but Jake didn't want to overcommit. Don't know how much boost he has. I think he got that corner boost, but he actually didn't. He had no boost left. And that is not the play that you want to go. He wanted to get the 50-50 here, which is why he jumped forward. He expected Jake to be coming in slightly earlier. And now Jake, the Jibs, has a 2-goal lead once again. Kickoff goes the way of, I guess, Dumbo in the end, as Jake opts to go for the boost. So does Dumbo. And he ends up with the possession. Jake really close shadowing once again. This is a mistake he's made time and time again. He'll go for the shadow, but he'll stick really close to it and ends up getting beaten out. No challenge being put on by Jake there. A little bit too passive. I think every now and again he needs to just throw in a challenge. Prevent Dumbo from having any time on the ball. Both players have boost. Jake going for the 50-50, not the best one that he's ever made, as Dumbo gets the carry up. And at least Jake gets the boost there. 50-50 challenge by Dumbo. Looking to get that shot on net, but just goes a little bit wide. And now Jake has the boost. I think Dumbo picked that one up. And no, he must not have, because Jake went for that boost. Going for that boost while Dumbo has full is a huge mistake. And Dumbo has tied up this game. Again, carrying it through with some bumps here. Saw that Jake was landing right next to Jake, and managed to get that through to him, opening up the net once again. And we will see Jake trying to make this one forward. Needs to really win this one, as if Dumbo comes through with momentum, he'll be on 2 match points and in a strong position to take this one out, as he carries it over the top right here. Jibs carrying in with the challenge this time. Dumbo backflips. He's going to get back in net in time. Oh, Jake, can he do it? He does! Dumbo did not respect that one at all. He thought that Jake would take this in, but he takes it along the back wall. What a shot by Jake. And now he has the lead once again. 50 seconds left on the clock for Dumbo to try and make the comeback. It's only 1 goal needed, and if he can, might also be able to get a kickoff goal. Jake looking to carry this through, but just ends up a little bit forward. Going to try and keep possession here, as Dumbo comes in close. Going for a small touch. Dumbo really wants to make a play here, but Jake is just shutting everything down. Forced Dumbo to use all his boost and gets the counter play going through. 5-3 for Jake with 20 seconds. It was just so patient, so smart there from Jake in the corner, as Dumbo was forced to try and do something. This time Jake reads the fast kickoff perfectly. Dumbo does have boost as he kept the momentum, but not the block. And Jake is carrying away with game number 2. 6-3 is the scoreline, but it doesn't represent just how close it was, with the game really just being a close one right at the start, right until the end, until the floodgates were opened up. Dumbo just carrying this to the side. He has not taken this one out. Jake has got game number 3 under his belt, as we will see if there is a consolation prize. Maybe Jake will try and carry it. No, he's just going to let it touch the ground. Dumbo will try and carry it. No. And so we do have Jake carrying out this one, and on the verge of taking out that key, and which will be a big 2 keys in a row for Jake if he does manage to carry it out. Alright, so this is potentially the last game. Jake is on 2 match points in a row. And Dumbo really needs to bring this one back as we see the kickoff once again go the way of Dumbo. The bumps coming through. Jake isn't having none of that, as it does go back into Jake's half. Dumbo looking to get a 50-50. He doesn't realize that Jake doesn't have boost, but it doesn't matter. He got the bump anyway. Dumbo had to back off for boost. Getting a lot of just great challenges, keeping this in Jake's half so far. Ooh, really risky here by Jake. He's got the follow-up touch, which will allow him to have that extra time. Dumbo on the back wall, hoping to get something out, and Jake, not only did he get that touch against the backboard, but he got the demolition, or the bump, as well at the same time. And those kind of plays are really difficult to deal with. I don't think Dumbo really thought that he was going to get challenged there. So again, we see Jake getting an early lead. This has been the theme. He's got the same thing every single series, and it's been up to Dumbo to make the comeback. As Jake plays patient, gets the 50, oh sorry, the throw. It is getting late for me here. Been streaming now for a little bit over 3 hours of constant non-stop talking. So that's the excuse I'm going to use. Need to work on that one. But 2-0 now for Jake, as he's great at hitting his backboard and then staying there for the follow-up. Bit of a loss of control there from Jake is going to slow him down and give Dumbo just enough time to come in for the challenge. Dumbo does have boost. He's got the opportunity. Opts to just put some pressure on, and it is working out for him in the end, as he puts even more pressure on. Jake is forced up. Jake doesn't have much boost whatsoever, but Dumbo doesn't beat him out. It is enough though to slow down Jake. He needs to also get that boost. Mistake from Jake. Would have expected him to get that corner boost. He gets beaten out by Dumbo. Hey Little Miss Dumpling, welcome to the chat. Good to see you along here. And we are in the last batch of the day. Jake versus Dumbo here. As Dumbo carrying this forward, trying to get this out of his defensive half. Again, close shadowing by Jake, and he is going to catch him off guard. Every single time Dumbo sees Jake shadowing this closely, he's just going to go for a flick. Jake really needs to either be shadowing that close with supersonic speed, or just put a challenge on, but every single time he's getting caught out. Now Dumbo has the opportunity to bring this one back. Jake just slowing down the play, misses the boost. This is important, as Dumbo should grab this boost and keep him low. And that is what's forcing Jake to make that play. He needed to make the challenge because he was low on boost. And that was it. Yeah, I think I couldn't update the title, Little Miss Dumpling. Was having trouble with the API for Nightbot. And we don't have the correct title up, but we will put it on for the YouTube VODs, as Jake gets beaten out by Dumbo. He's got a shot on, but doesn't get the power through. And Dumbo putting this one out, as he's now done what he's done previously, made the big comeback. He's taken 3 goals in a row, and now it's up to Jake. Good kickoff coming out from him. He's got some time on this one. Just needs to put it on the net, and he does just get that open net opportunity and brings it back to a 1-goal game. We are, of course, 2.5 minutes left, so plenty of time for either player to run away with this one. The games have been reasonably close so far. Only 1 run away, and Dumbo getting 1 more kickoff goal. Surprising that Jake lets this over the top of his head. He was really slow on that one. Just spun out a little bit at the end, and Dumbo just getting over the top. So commanding lead here for Dumbo, as Jake carried this one away. He's following it up on it nicely. Dumbo didn't expect this one. I actually want to quickly see again from his angle. He took off ball cam and he spun out on the wall. Don't know if he was going for a wave dash or not, but didn't end up making it through. Now, again, we are at 1 goal. Jake is trying to tie this one up. Doesn't get that boost, and I'm not sure he has a whole lot, but Dumbo has passed it to him. Might be a bit of a debated moment as Dumbo looks like he's going to carry this all the way back. The overcommit from Jake as he's trying to get this tie-up game is going to put him one further behind. It was unlikely for him to get that shot in with Dumbo still there in net. We do see the kickoff coming through. Jake again hitting that side post. This time hitting the side post and not going in, and that should have been a kickoff goal for Jake. Goes the way of Dumbo. Can't be making those kind of mistakes in this high pressure 1 key game. Everything on the line. He does have 1 game under the belt, so he might see a game 5 here as Dumbo puts a slammer on. Jake just getting that save. What a save it was. But he's not going to be able to keep this one up. Dumbo gets the beat out here and takes this game to 8-4. Really running away with this one. And once again, Dumbo going for that quick kickoff. It's in a way working out for him because when Jake goes in and wins it off, he's winning it so hard it'll go up the corner, gets away. He's not getting the kickoff goals. Which does give time for Dumbo to make a touch like that. What a play by Dumbo, just recognizing that he could get it high above where Jibs/Jake could get to it on that wall and then carrying it over the top of him. But it has been the mistake regularly of these players, mostly Dumbo so far, of going onto that wall and Dumbo just carrying this one away. I think Jake might have given up on this game and will be thinking about the next one, as he's been putting on a lot of challenges. They haven't been paying off so far. Jake getting this one. He should have a chance of a kickoff goal. Not quite high enough. He needed to make that an absolute banger. Dumbo's going to run away. He's just watching Jake. He's going to take his time. Let the clock run down. As both players have just stopped in the middle of the pitch. Jake finally going to force him to try and make this goal happen. But we are in double digits. Dumbo really showed up to this one. But importantly, as soon as Jake got behind with about 1.5 minutes to go, he started really rushing himself over and over again and giving a lot of opportunities, a lot of free opportunities off to Dumbo. As great 50-50, recognizing Dumbo is going high, getting a goal back and a little bit of perhaps confidence here. I think Dumbo expected him to flick it off or keep it on top of his car. So smart play to put it on the front. Dumbo again winning out this kickoff. And Jake. I mean, there's not much really you can say about the rest of this game. When you're 12-5 up here in Dumbo's favour, it's at the point where neither of the teams are really going to be going ham at it. As Jake carry this one away. This is the normal style we see from Jake, but he didn't take that boost. So probably not really the normal style of carry it away and take the boost. We'll see if Jake can get this final goal, see what he does. He ends up going just for a backflip. I don't think he truly cares at this point. And that is 12-5 over to Dumbo, and we are going to see ourselves into game number 5. Should be an exciting one. As, whoopsies, Dumbo's not on 5, we are game 5. And we will be readying up for the next one. Do have to say thank you for Spizzarelli for the follow. Hopefully you're still there in chat. I think I missed that one. As, does seem, you know, Jake is going to need this first goal to come out in his favour again. He's got the first goal in every single game so far. But he needs to calm himself. He needs to get in the lead. And this is a good start from him. He's got the boost, but he just flipped a little bit too past it. He wanted to save enough boost to be able to beat out Dumbo. And that might be a tilt factor, which takes him out. Dumbo gets a bump on him as he carries through. That is really, really harsh for Jake. As soon as he flipped over this one, you have to watch Jake get touched by Dumbo, prevented from going up for that save. This is the first time Dumbo has been in the lead for a series. Possibility of a kickoff goal. Instead, Jake goes for boost, as Dumbo now has very little to work with. He's going to back off. Dumbo just wants to build a little bit of time for himself to go off and collect a boost. He gets the demo instead. Surprised that he was able to get this speed, but because he doesn't have boost, he doesn't have the ability to absolutely slam it. He's going to stay close to this one, hope to generate some time for him to get this boost. He does, and Jake has to try and rush this. Doesn't get the shot on the net, but we will see Jake getting the first goal. Smart play from him, the backboard play and the follow-up at the same time. Just want to quickly check. Yeah, we don't have the matchup between DM Rawlings and Cloudfuel. Would love to have seen that one as Dumbo flops around. He ends up with the ball on his wheels, just recovering in time. But this isn't the easiest of situations. He misses that one. Jake is going to come in, instead opts to get the boost. Backboard and through, and that should be a goal for Jake. He does get it. 2-1. We see a lot of these from Jake. He's great at just touching the ball to the side, forcing Dumbo to be in a bad position as the ball is over the top of his head with low boost. Not the best kickoff for Jake. Dumbo gets the lead in this. Oh, he touches it away from the net. Not the way you want to go, as now Jake has this. He should be able to get this boost as well. He gets it. As far as I'm aware, Dumbo gets the other one. Or maybe Dumbo got both, as Jake has backed off all the way for this boost. Dumbo with a huge flick up against the backboard. See if Dumbo goes to the challenge. He doesn't. Just plays it slow. But a good angle from Jake as he pushes this just enough to the side. Wasn't the best shot, as he could have gone a little bit more angle. But Dumbo, I don't know why he didn't get up to that one. Got the ghost hit instead. He is on that 70 ping, that West Coast ping. That we normally see. You know, Australia, very similar size to North America as well. But Jake, again, we've seen him so many times in this series with a 2-goal lead. If he can get this next one and take it to a 3-goal lead, I think he will be well advantaged. But every single time, Dumbo has carried this one back. Yeah, Jumbo. It's Jake keeping the pressure here. Dumbo is looking for a demo, and that is the mistake that we see from him. He wanted to get the bump out on Jake here, as he saw Jake was in a demoable position, but just got a little close. And that is the goal that Jake wants to see. He should be comfortable now at keeping this lead. It's a 3-goal lead, carrying a big kickoff for both the players. Both of them opting to get boost, but Dumbo gets the ball. The lulls at the forehead coming out. Dumbo gets this goal. Jake needed to get a touch, or just leave this alone entirely. And back to a 2-goal game. Dumbo has shown that he can make the comeback from this position before. As that one goes high. Jake is waiting on Dumbo for this one. Good fake out from Dumbo. Good attempt at a challenge, and the bump as well. No bumps coming out from Jake, as Dumbo has used a large amount of his boost. He's not going to be able to get back in time. And Jake again at a 3-goal lead. Big showing by him. He's got 2 minutes to hold on to this lead and again win that key, as he has won the kickoff. Dumbo has got plenty of time on this one. Opts to hit that one back. Tries to catch Jake off guard, but it doesn't. And Dumbo with that huge challenge. He's got to recover. He doesn't. Jake gets the shot on net. Open net opportunity as well, which I'm surprised that Jake actually converted on. It's been a few times that he's missed on that open net, especially earlier on today in the first series. What a bump by Jake. Can he get this into the center in time? He can't. Dumbo just gets that high, but Jake still has another opportunity. He takes it wide. Dumbo should have the shot. He only has this 12 boost. He has 24 now, and that is enough to carry that ball away as fast as it will go. And again, taking this to a 3-goal game. Dumbo holding on as tight as possible. We'll see if he can carry this one out. As Jake has the opportunity, puts the shot on net, beats out Dumbo, and that is a big one for him to take the 4-goal lead once again, and possibility of taking out 2 keys today. He took out Dude with the Nose. See if he can take out Dumbo. Looks likely right now. Dumbo carrying this. He gets it over the top of 1. And Jake carrying it past once again. Oh, gets the shot on. Jake is sealing the deal with this one, as Dumbo really needs to rush. And again, we saw a similar thing in the last game with Jake being behind and really needing to start to rush this ball to try and get those goals back. Is starting to concede far more goals. Jake has missed this boost. A big mistake from him. I don't know if Dumbo noticed, but he is going to convert and bring it back to 4 goals. You know, you never know what happens. There can be 4 kickoff goals, or even just a couple of kickoff goals is enough for Dumbo to get back in this one. He has had some good kickoffs. Unfortunately, Jake winning out on this one. Ball goes close to him. See Jake put on some pressure. It's a good shot behind Dumbo. Can he convert? No, Dumbo gets the touch. He's going to go get boost, which will give Jake time to get back. Gets boost himself. Oh, Dumbo is going for the demolition himself. Ends up getting demoed. And now I think there is really not enough time. Dumbo has to get a goal and then 3 kickoff goals. But even now, with Dumbo attempting to get another bump in there, he's going to take it to 5 goals. And 5 goals, 22 seconds. You know, that's 5 kickoff goals in a row. And even then, with 5 kickoff goals, probably going to take more than that 22 seconds. But Dumbo is carrying this off to the side. It's going to be slow. He's not going to get the kickoff goal. Jake has plenty of time. He's just going to waste it here. And this is the game going over to Jake. Congratulations, getting the key. Bit of a funsy onesie at the end as Jake decides to go up the wall. Jake is going to make everyone watch it. See his failure for a second time. But yes, Jake has done it. He's gone home with that 2nd key. Congratulations to him. And we will see him more on OCE vs. the World. We'll see Dumbo as well, 2 top players. But Jake proving that he is the top 1v1 player over Dumbo here on this series today. Hopefully we can get